Welcome to my awesome health journey. I'm Brett Dupree, and today this has been an interesting week. What a weird sentence that is. So, this week started off as disappointing for me. Number one, Sunday was a very not great physical day for me. Overall, the day was fun. Celebrated my mom's birthday. Bought her an expensive ass cake. I'm pretty learned when it comes to expensive cakes that cheaper cakes are just fine. I mean, generally, I think you're paying for tallness and prettiness, and I don't think I like moist sponges, and so I think I like cupcakes better than actual cake. In fact, I know I like cupcakes better than cake. I'd rather spend like $20 on a really good cupcake than $100 on a tall cake. But I never spend $20 on a really good cupcake. Generally, I spend like $8. Well, anyways, I know this is not exactly cake talk, but that's how my Sunday started. But the disappointing part was my weigh-in. I weighed in on Sunday and I was only down like 2.8 pounds from a month before because of the transformation challenge. It's actually one of the reasons why I don't generally weigh myself, but every 3 to 6 months, mostly because like having those moments of disappointment just don't feel good. And I like last weigh in was I was down 20 pounds in 3 months, so part of me was hoping for another solid 7 pounds, and a lot of it was, one of the people when I was happy asked what I did different, and I thought about it, and I was eating more diligent in my eating, but like the reality is I didn't really do anything different. I lose weights in fits and starts. Um, I think that's how you say it. Basically, I will not lose weight, not lose weight, not lose weight, then lose a lot of weight. It was like that when I was in high school and I was trying to cut weight for wrestling. It was just been like that every time I've tried to lose weight. I would just go through like 3 weeks to a month to maybe longer of not losing weight, then bam, lose 10, 20. In fact, I remember doing my freak out year where I lost like 12 pounds in like 2 weeks, and that's what freaked me out. I was thinking about like 340 something. I was like 334. I was like, holy crap. But that's just how my body loses weight. So I just have to realize and recognize the fact that just how I lose weight. I'm not going to be the constant down. I'm going to be boom, boom. And the reason why I thought I was going to do well is number one, I feel like my face is a little smaller in the last month. At least I've been noticing it. And someone who hasn't seen me in a month in January, like haven't seen me since December, was telling me that I look good. And I was feeling a little bit better, and I felt like I was doing mostly the same. So I was thinking to myself, I think I could be down 7 pounds, at least be in the 340s. So I was like 350.7, which is like, close but no cigar. Plus, my fat percentage went up and my muscle percentage went down. But this is with Orange Theory's thing, and I think it's not accurate when it comes to that. The coach told me I can get on again and get a completely different reading by those percentages. So I wasn't worried too much about that. But another thing that happened on Sunday that sucked is I threw out my back again. It wasn't super bad. It was just kind of stiff. It didn't really stop me from doing much in like my normal life. It's not like I had to lay down or not drive or not lift heavy things. I was fine. It's just my back was hurting stiff. But in my workouts, I was already taking it easy with, my treadmill of not, only getting 3 miles an hour at 3%. But Monday I went 2.5, and Tuesday I went 2.7, and on Thursday I was back doing 3. And so, that sucked as well. And really, that shows one reason why I don't associate my feelings of working out and enjoyment with going to work out. I work out because that's what that's what I do. That's what I want to do. I want to be consistent. My goal working out is to be consistent. It isn't just, losing weight's part of it. Being healthier is part of it. But because not letting things like that within the past would derail me, hurting my back and not reaching my goal, I'd feel so bad that I'd be like, fuck it, I'm going to have a pizza. And that'd be too big and heavy and lethargic to work out. And so just not having that association with working out and doing better with like that kind of disappointing news. And instead of like also putting a positive face on it and think to myself like I shouldn't feel bad about it, I allow myself to feel bad because it's okay to feel bad. I think a lot of times in life, especially myself, we try to like not feel or go through those negative feelings. And yeah, it sucked. I wanted something and I didn't get it. It's okay for me to feel bad, and I felt bad. and just allowed myself to feel bad, and eventually I'll feel fine about it. And that's the nature of feeling bad. I think a lot of times in the past I would spend too much time not recognizing my feelings and feeling my feelings, and they just build up, and then I'm on the couch doing nothing when I should be doing something. That's the times where I sit down, like, you got to get up and do that thing, and then just my body won't move. But I think a lot of that is just not processing those emotions. That sucked. Hurting my back sucked. But, like, does that really change what I need to do? No. I just have to do what I can. So always do what I can, no matter what workout. If I feel 100%, if I feel 2%. All that matters is I push my hardest when I go to Orange Theory, when I work out and do my best. And that's the important part. And as the week went on, I felt better. My Thursday, Friday workouts were fine. Today, I actually started to push myself a little bit more, because honestly, Thursday and Friday were both regular workouts, so I was able to do 28 minutes, 23 actual at 3, I call it, 3% incline, 3%, 3 miles an hour on the tread, and my hamstring, I could feel it, but it didn't really hurt. I just felt it, which is fine. So today, for the final 4 minutes of the, it's only 14 minutes, so I thought, you know what? Let's put a 4% incline for the final 4, and it was fine. So that's what I'm going to do next week, is start putting it at 4 minutes at the final 4, because I want to still have tension on the hamstring. I want to feel it kind of hurt at the end, a healthy kind of hurt. Not a hurt where it's aggravated, but a hurt where it works. So I tell my body I want it to feel better, to continue to heal. At least that's what I'm assuming it does. So that's why working out while you're hurt helps, because like your body feels that tension, and it's like, we need to fix it. That's my hope. And it just takes a while. I just have to realize that, it sucks that it's been since November that this has happened. It's a solid 2 months or 2.5 months of nursing this injury, and it would have been less if I recognized it earlier and didn't continually aggravate it by trying to push through it. I mean, life is a lesson of continue to grow. It's just having a conversation with that someone yesterday, because yeah, I'm 47, I'm still learning, but sheesh, my mom, my aunts, my the older people I know are also going through things, and they're older than me by 15, 20 years, and they're still learning, and that never ends. My grandpa, when he died at 70 something, he was still learning. We always have to grow. We're never at a point of being done. We're never at a point of like solving all our issues. That's just life. I used to think there was an end point. I wanted there to be. Gosh, did I want there to be. My little autistic brain wanted to solve my problems, but just realizing that I can't solve all my problems, that I always have more problems, I'll have these more issues, and things that I thought I handled will come back, and just allowing myself to realize that I'm an imperfect human being, that I'm always going to make mistakes, that I'm always going to make the same mistakes, that when it happens, it's like I was talking with my mom, like the decisions we make aren't that important for the most part. It's like the 2 roads left traveled. The poem talks about two roads, and it talks about the endpoints of both roads, and then he just says he takes the road less traveled, and that makes all the difference. And that's the joke. Both results are similar, but we justify our decisions by the results that we took and the reasons why we took them. But it's not the decision that matters, it's how we handle that matters. The decisions we make that matters. It's not my decision to go to Orange Theory that matters. It's my consistency to go to Orange Theory that matters. It's my desire to do that. It's the same with yoga. My decision to go to yoga or not go to yoga or whatever, or what yoga studio I go to, and all the decisions I could have made to be healthy, that doesn't matter. What matters is how I go to it, what I do, and get the results. And that's the important part. The important part is our actions and our ability to handle those actions, and our ability to work with what happens in life. Life is all about reacting and hopefully being proactive as we can. So anyways, that's my little rant for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for all your encouragement and watching and all that fun stuff. And as always, you are worthy, and I love you for who you are. That's what I was trying to remember. Brain.